Have I, if I am being honest.
I used to quite often. There can be fine pickings.
Oh, no pickpocketing. We are here to make real contact.
What kind of contact?
Well, I don't know. We'll find what we can. All I know for sure is we are going to a party at the mayor's house, and the guest of honor is the worst crook in town. I'm sure that we will find something.
Okay.
I'll tell you that.
Gentlemen, Luca, I'm afraid the mayor does not allow guns at official functions after last year's incident. Luca here will take you to Mr. Bronte. I believe he is expecting you.
Follow me, gentlemen. This way, please, gentlemen. Senior Bronte will be so pleased that you made it.
We are honored to be here.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Come, this way. What a beautiful evening it shall be. Mr. Bronte is a very good friends with the mayor. Good evening, Pierre. As long as the mayor behaves himself, you know. Mr. Bronte, he has that thing, you know, respect.
Jose, Bill, you join the party. We'll meet you out back after we pay our respects to Senor Bronte.
Come.
We'll meet you out in the balcony when you're done. Thanks, Lucy.
The angry cowboys, you've arrived. And you've washed per la prima volta questo mese, senza dubbio.
This is quite a party you've invited us to.
Yes, quite something. Although I'm not quite sure what.
So, this is Saint Denis High Society.
Yes, apparently so.
And all these people, these are friends of yours, Senor Bronte?
No, not quite, not quite. But they certainly are afraid of me. Like that one. See that wretch?
Nope.
He's the mayor. Henri Lemieux. He'll do anything for $1, and I mean anything.
Politics is a foul business.
Yes. Oh, and that one too. That is Alberto Fusar. He owns a sugar plantation out on the island, and he comes here to hoard and despoil himself. Oh, and that is Hobart Crawley, a Confederate major in the war. And a hero, they say, but that is his very young wife. I mean, a young mistress, that's the natural order of things, yes, but a young wife is unseemly. Oh, the Redskins. I have no sympathy for them, because whoever is stupid enough to get tricked by the Americans, no, they get what they deserve, huh? Yes, and a letter to the mayor. Oh, yeah, that'll save you. And that is Hector Fellows, this self-righteous newspaper man. Maybe you will kill him for me one day.
Well, we're not paid killers as such, not in cold blood anyway.
I did not know you were so particular that you wouldn't help a friend.
Oh, I'm willing to help in any way I can, within reason.
I'm going to pretend to understand what that means.
I meant no offense, sir.
None taken. None taken! All these vulgar people, they hate me. Non vedo l'ora di guardarti morire.
Well, it has been wonderful conversing with you, but I can tell that you are very busy, and I won't waste any more of your time.
Yes, yes, yes. Go, enjoy yourselves and mingle with this vulgar scum. It'll make you long for the days when you could shoot each other and screw cows out on the open range.
Those sure were the days. Good day, gentlemen.
Good day to you. But before you go, what exactly are your plans here?
But we've not made any... Well, we are going to need some money.
Money, yes, of course. Well, there's money at the trolley station. They keep a lot of cash there in the day. Now, I could not involve myself in such matters. But you, as a guest, yes, as my guest, bah, do it, huh? Okay, good day, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Ok, ragazzi, adesso il vino buono.
I'll show you to the party, gentlemen, if you'll kindly follow me. Gentlemen, enjoy your evening and welcome once again to Saint Denis. Ciao, ciao.
Gentlemen, let's go ingratiate ourselves. Okay.
What?
Go find the mayor if you can and stay out of trouble and steal nothing unless it's information. Of course. Jose, you go find us someplace to rob. Bill, go make us some new friends. I'm gonna find out if old Cornwall and what's his name, Milton, knows we're here.
Champagne, sir?
Have a lovely evening.
Evening.
Good evening, sir. Alfred Lafonte.
You okay?
Oh, my lord. The pesky nut. What a way to go, eh? Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, yes. Thank you. Alginus.
Hello? Tacitus Kilgore.
Hello, Mr. Kilgore. No, what is it that you did?
I'm an adventurer.
Oh, me too. Pursuer of the exotic and the remarkable. An aesthete in this land of commonplace heathens.
Even maple.
My card, sir.
My partners and I represent 20, well, more like 23.
Pay me a visit in my atelier. I must just go and purge. I intend to stay thin until I pass away. Good evening.
In New York.
Do you bank with anyone in the South?
Not one I particularly like.
Well, have you considered Lemoyne National Bank?
Oh, I need a big bank, sir. We borrow a lot of money and generate a lot of cash. Some nervous small-town bank could finish us in a bad year. Now, we handle more cash and cash equivalents than any bank.
Good evening, ladies.
Bonjour.
Gentlemen, I hope you're having a fine evening. Mr. Mayor, wonderful to see you again.
Lemieux, this intellectual here was just insulting me regarding the Redskin.
I did no such thing. But, Mr. Lemieux, I suggested that all of us, as Americans, had a duty to take care of people living in this land. And that extends to Saint Denis.
It ain't complex, Lemieux. And only an idiot like you, buddy, would try to make it so.
I will not deny idiocy, sir, but perhaps now is not the time.
Typical pansy.
You are drunk, Ferdinand.
I'm not drunk, you fool. But this man loves darkies.
Hey, you are pretty drunk. Yeah, hey, what say you and me cool off?
Get your hands off me.
Come on, sleep it off. Sit down and calm down. Count to 1,000. Then you can rejoin the party.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Henri Lemieux. I hope you're enjoying my party.
The mayor.
Allegedly.
There's quite a place you got here.
It's not mine, and the city is horribly in debt, but we can still put on a good show. Do you know Evelyn Miller?
My lord. The writer?
Well, we seem to have another deranged drunkard on our hands.
Shall we?
Oh, my lord, they're fantastic.
Excuse me, pardon. Monsieur, please. Mr. Cornwall was quite insistent, I'm afraid. He shouted down the telephone for several minutes.
Mr. Cornwall is a horse's ass, and a bad horse.
I'm very sorry, sir.
It's not your fault. I'm a fool for trusting him. I'll come in and sign it to you in a minute. Let me enjoy the fireworks.
Of course.
Did he say something about Cornwall? Yes. Find out what. Sure.
Hello, sir. Beautiful.
Evening, sir.
How do you do?
How's it going? Quite well, thank you.
How are you?
Good day, sir. Why are you plaguing me so?
Oh, how do you
Hi
do?
there. Ma'am. You seem in good spirits, miss. Sir. All the best to you.
No problems? Everything's fine. We have the place well secured.
Good. Mr. Bronte has a habit of wandering about and reading whatever he likes.
We're watching him and his men like hawks.
Thank you, Mr. Turner.
Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later.
Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Jip and beat him! I will not have standard slip in this house! Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. Who do you think you are? This area is not meant for the likes of you. You know this. The standards in this house are slipping. This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning. Now get out of my sight.
Leviticus Cornwall. Top secret. Extremely confidential.
Of course.
Very interesting.
Why wouldn't it be? With those 4 words right there, I would say very. Which is very, very interesting. How about that? I'll top you, Arthur Morgan.
Evening, man. Just what do you think you're playing at?
Oh, hello.
Find anything? I think so.
Nothing. This town is a waste of time.
Maybe not. Arthur? Gentlemen, I think we're done here.
What did you find out?
There's plenty of money moves through here, of course, and I think I found out how we can grab some of it. Big bank. Real one, I mean. But not yet.
A city bank?
Maybe. And a stuffed one. We're gonna leave. That could be the one thing we need.
There's also that trolley car station Senor Bronte told us about, and I heard about a high-stakes poker game. Come on. Here comes Lenny. All right, let's get in. Go home.
Oh, I ain't never felt so awkward in all my life. All them folk all so pleased with themselves. Oh, high society's pigeon shit. If you ask me, it's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point, isn't it? Let the people torture themselves.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
That's what that sounded like. That's how you read
I
that
might
line.
have an idea.
Here's the
Let me
papers
think
I
on
took.
it.
All sinister and shit. Like, so don't do that. Here's the papers I took. Here's the papers I took. Like, here's the papers I done took. How fucking retarded do you want him to sound? Goddamn, there.
Interesting times.
I guess. So what's next? Dancing lessons? Deportment?
More along the lines of armed robbery. Jose is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law reacts.
Good.
Oh, and I spoke to Evelyn Miller. Fine man. Here helping the Indian chief we saw.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
He's lobbying officials in Saint Denis on their behalf. Maybe we could help.
Maybe.
Now, I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him at the Taylor's.
Okay.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
Where is home?
I don't know. Exactly. But I can smell it. I'm gonna go investigate this trolley thing old Bronte was talking about.
Okay.
My dear Arthur, I hope this letter finds you well. I wanted to thank you for your help with Jamie. He and Daddy are still arguing, but I understand that Jamie is thinking about going back to college. Whatever happens, I believe you saved his life, and we are all truly grateful. Oh, Arthur, I have made such a mess of my life, time and again. Why can I not change and be the woman I want to be? Why couldn't you change and be a man and put down all those fantasies that shroud your judgment? Life is very confusing, and I see now that I am not very good at it. I'm afraid we've got ourselves into another mess. It's not my fault, but I need your help. I'm staying at the Hotel Grand in Saint Denis. Oh, Arthur, I know it is wrong to ask you, but I have nobody else, and for what we once had together, I beg of you, even though I am ashamed to do so. Yours, Mary.
Food coming along, Pearson. Believe me, you'll be the first.
Oh, time to kill some alligators.
How have you been, Arthur?
Okay. You seem well, Reverend.
Yes. Well, maybe. I've been okay before, but then I make a fool of myself again.
So do I.
I went into town.
So did I.
If I was still a religious man, I'd say there are too many Catholics there, but I've given up on all that.
Me too, Reverend.
I met a monk there. Kindly fellow. Took me back to my days in college.
Is there any purpose to this conversation, Reverend?
Not really, but he said the strangest things about all manner of bad things happening in town.
Bad things happening in a city. Who would have thought it possible?
Yes. Well, maybe if you're there, you could have a chat with him. He's hanging about outside the marketplace, collecting alms for the poor.
Sounds thrilling.
Reverend.
So, you gonna look into this bank?
Yes. I want to make sure we're fully prepped before making any moves.
This is gonna be a good day.
You boys don't know you're born. This isn't tough. You're in a good mood. This is easy. Easy. Tough as a dead calm. Surrounded by icebergs. Slowly starving. And then the boat comes down with the plague. And men are dying like it's a race. The parson, he can't keep up with the funerals. We're burying them 2, 3 at a time, and there's 50 sharks. Chasing the boat just to feast on the corpses.
I left a box of ammunition by your tent.
It's a picnic.
A thank you for getting me that pomade.
Okay. Well, thanks, Bill.
See, sharks. That's a holiday. Tough as arriving in a new city. Both your parents newly dead. No one looking after you except some scumbags you meet on the street. Folks starving, people desperate. How old were you? 9. Since 9 years old, I've been living on my wits. Hell. Chances to see that, that'd be a joy. You know, I'll tell you, sharks are nothing compared to human beings. Now, maybe you're right. I guess all life is brutal in its own way. Exactly.
Morning, Arthur.
Yeah, it's all just a miserable waste of time. Appalling. Dreadful. You know, maybe that's the point.
There he is.
Morning, Arthur.
Uncle's drinking again, and the sky's blue.
Just taking a break.
My table awaits your offerings, Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, I will. Can't have that pot go completely empty.
Good job, Mr. Morgan.
Good morning, Arthur.
Missed you, boy. Yeah.
Lie. Make a fool out of me. Always laughing at me. All the way across the Atlantic, nearly as far as the Pacific. Always laughing at me. Lying to me and laughing to me.
You okay?
All of you turned him against me.
You're driving yourself crazy. Okay, I'll catch you later then. Yeah.
Mr. Morgan.
Still working, Mr. Strauss. What you been up to?
Trying to wrap up our accounts before we leave, Mr. Morgan.
So you'll be joining us in Tahiti?
I rather fancied Australia. A similar kind of people to us. Lots of opportunity.
Dutch tells me we're going to be ranchers.
Perhaps, but so far we have not raised many cattle.
No.
So, Mr. Morgan, will you help me finalize our business here?
This is filthy work.
We'll need money in Australia. For cattle and feed, I mean. Why flinch now? You never have done before.
I don't know.
Well, here they are. Some fishermen by the name of Davison, L.J. Davison, living in a place called Catfish Jackson near Scarlet Meadows.
A fisherman.
And that's it. We're a union built on that, you know.
Okay.
Was I fucking doing that just now? Okay, now at this point they're just piling up.
Whoa, whoa. Easy.
That horse, this soil cat.
Alright, don't
Remove
get
it.
all worked up. Yeah!
I thought you'd run off to join the circus.
Huh? Circus? No.
You worried your mother half to death.
I was fine.
Sure.
Really,
Might as well
I
make
was.
some
I
money
ate
off it.
spaghetti.
What?
Oh, it's Italian food. It's... I don't know how to explain.
But make sure you get a good price
Yeah,
for it.
Many thanks, nice.
Morgan. And the people?
They were nice too. Everything was very... well...
Arthur.
I slept
Who's
in
up for
bed
playing
in a
poker?
room.
Like a cave.
Sure. Sounds good.
No. More like a palace.
I'm looking forward to this all week, to be honest.
Our little prince.
Dutch is always honest to make money. I guess this counts.
Tomorrow we begin reading again.
I'll call. I'm afraid I got matters to attend to.
Hello? Hello, Arthur.
Happy to be out of that shoot.
Never again. I hated every minute of that party.
Well, we got some good leads out of it. Gentlemen.
How are you?
Hey, Arthur. You okay, Charles?
Yeah. You did good getting the boy back.
On the pass now.
Hello, Uncle.
Too much potent whiskey. Like the waves of the Bay of Biscay, I began to tumble and roar. The face was red like a lobster,
I fell and I broke my knob, sir. My watch was picked from my fob, sir. I'll never get drunk.
All right.
Arthur.
Hello, Mary Beth.
Oh, how are you, Arthur?
Fine. How are you?
Well, I'm well, I think. It's been quite a run we've had, but we're still alive.
So, no regrets?
Regrets for what?
Well, for joining this band of maniacs.
If you're a girl without means in this world, life is very scary. You boys cared for me before no one cared for me. Well, life weren't very nice, Arthur. Not after Mama got typhoid, and that was a long time ago.
Sure.
What about you? I heard you ran into that Mary girl.
Yep.
And?
Got me thinking how that all ended. Long time ago now.
What happened?
Well, she didn't love me enough, I guess. Or I wouldn't change.
Huh. Well, she was a fool then, Arthur.
Well, she put a lot of good years in on an outlaw. She definitely was a fool.
In these books, life seems so simple, but in reality, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Mr. Morgan! Mr. Morgan, we have a problem. A real problem. It's Tilly.
What?
She's been taken by them Foreman brothers she used to run with. Come along!
The Foreman brothers? What are they doing here?
Well, I don't know what they've been doing here, but I can tell you what they're going to be doing here. Dying.
Sure. Do we need more guns?
You and I can handle this, Arthur.
Where are we heading?
I'll tell you on the way. Just get going.
First, I need chicken. and chicken turkey. Spot Peggy and meatball. Alright, I'm back. I have to make my famous big tomato. So sandwich with chicken. Big fried tomato. Super sexy.
All right, head for Rhodes. And quick.
She's in Rhodes?
No. She's at a place called Bradley's house, just west of there.
How do you know?
When we first got here, she told me she was worried that our camp was near a safe house that gang she ran with used from time to time.
And you told Dutch?
No. She spoke to me in confidence. I suppose I didn't think it would be a problem.
And now it is.
Oh, yes.
What do they want with her anyway? I think I saw one of the foremans hassling her and Valentine.
Yes, they probably followed us down here. You don't know what happened? She killed one of them, for good reason, but clearly they don't see it that way.
Tilly?
Yes. Young Tilly Jackson isn't as sweet and innocent as you might think. But like I say, she was defending herself. She fled and fell in with us right after that. I just hope we can get to her in time.
It's not too far.
If they've touched a single hair on that girl's head, I will eviscerate the sons of bitches.
See? You do care, Miss Grimshaw.
Okay, I think that's the place up ahead.
Yeah. I think there's a guard.
I'll deal with him. Ah! What are you doing?
Damn! Whoa!
What you want?
Anyway, just get in there and find Tilly.
Hey, jackass! You going to hell today? Where the hell did he come from? What the...
Sheed.
Oh. Oh, knife, knife.
It's okay, Miss Tilly. Now, let's get you out of here.
I thought there was...
Yeah, it don't matter what you thought. It's okay. All right, let's go.
Oh, come along, miss. Thank you, both of you.
What happened?
It was Anthony Foreman. He thinks he owns me.
I remember. Where is he?
He went out hunting or something. They were following him,
Knife.
Well,
knife, skittle
killed
battle.
those fellas there.
There they are.
Come on.
Tilly, grab that gun. Anyone approaching?
Tilly, grab a
Shoot
gun.
'em.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be just
Oh
fine.
my god, she got the shit
Now
kicked
catch
out of
that
her.
bastard. The one in front's the boss. Bring him back alive. I ain't done with him yet.
All right, get after them.
Yep.
Bang, bang, shoot.
There, straight ahead. I saw him go through those bushes. You picked the wrong girl. You got it. They're heading down the hill to the water. Oh, there they are by the shoreline.
You're riding a cow horse.
All right, I think that last one's the boss. Lasso him and we'll take him back to Tilly. Make sure... Take him alive.
Stay away from me!
Don't kill him yet. I want Tilly to have the last word on this bastard.
Come here.
That's it. Now make sure you tie him up real good.
Okay, calm down.
Make these nice.
Slavery may be over, but
You bring that bastard back to Tilly so we can all
Calm
have a
yourself.
nice little chat. I'm gonna head over there now to check she's okay.
With pleasure.
you think I gotta carry this asshole?
idea what you're getting into?
Yep.
I'm Anthony Foreman.
Well, thanks for the introduction,
buddy.
Anthony.
What if
Is
that was
that
your brother?
Foreman with an
That
A?
Timothy?
I want the Undertaker to
Is
spell
that
it
Timothy,
right.
Anthony?
Funny bastard. Who are you running with?
She didn't tell you?
She didn't tell me. Oh, shit.
Running with hit
She
you in
didn't
the face.
tell me nothing.
Well, you never heard
This
of him?
rope
Yeah.
is cutting into me.
Don't feel so good when you're the one tied up, does it?
She killed my goddamn cousin.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be seeing him soon enough.
What are you, coward? Bastard? What are you gonna do with me?
I ain't sure yet.
I'm gonna hit
Reckon
you
I'll
again.
let Tilly decide what you deserve.
You?
Shut the hell up.
All right, damn it.
Wow, takes you to knock this guy out, eh?
All right. Here's your man.
Bring him here. Dump him on the ground here. I want to get a good look at this monster.
Here we go.
You not tell me what to do. Do not do it. Just don't tell me what to do.
So he's still alive then?
Yes.
No.
You see this girl? You leave her alone.
She killed my cousin.
Your goddamn cousin had it coming, Anthony Foreman.
I don't care if she shot your daddy and cooked your mama for breakfast. She's mine. She ate yours.
You know, a friend of mine, he always says, revenge is a fool's game. Now, you want all your boys dead? She had her reasons.
We was family, Tilly Jackson.
You Foreman boys ain't no kind of family I want.
Kill him, Arthur.
You want that?
I want him to go away and tell the remaining of his cousins and the clowns he rides with to leave me alone.
Now, you think you can do that, Anthony? Or should I slit your throat and just save us all the bother?
I'll leave you alone.
Slit his throat.
History is done.
Fucking do it!
History is never
bad, sorry.
done. It's your call, Arthur.
Oh, too
But
loud.
I'd slit his throat.
Yeah, see?
Go on.
Finish the bastard off.
Sadly, I agree with you. Sorry, partner. We can't take no chances with the likes of you.
Yeah.
Real quick. That's the shovel we used to bury my cousin. Keep it in the locked safe. would have hoped they would catch, but guess not.
I could have been
I'm getting bored of you, Mr. Black. I reckon we go it alone.
You're leaving me, huh?
Sure.
Yeah, well, leave this then.
What you fools up to?
It's Mr. Black's fault.
His fault, the darky white. Well, I don't know why they call him that. Look at him.
Don't you start now.
I'll knock the color clean off you. Come on.
And I'll tar you, you lily-livered...
Enough! Huh. You two fools look like you've just run off a chain gang.
Yeah, what of it?
What are you doing?
Starving.
They got bounty posters for us all over town.
And we can't go into town to get supplies.
Say, mister, maybe you can do us fools a favor. We ain't bad guys at all. He's okay. Even for a darky.
Shut it, you pasty-faced streak of piss!
Yeah, I had up to here with you.
Enough! Do you goddamn favor what you want.
Maybe you can go into town and take down them wanted posters of us.
Okay.
Maybe meet us back at the campfire in the woods and tell us how you did.
Maybe bring us a little bite to eat.
Don't push your luck.
Nice fella.
Yeah, you love nice fellas.
Don't you start up again. Just shut up.
You shut up!
Hey, I need to get to that poster behind you. Would you move a little?
I will not. Deputy put up plenty. Go get one of those.
Please, mister, I'll just reach by. It won't take but a second.
I'm leaning on it. Find one that ain't in use.
Hey, move. I need that poster.
Oh, I'll move, all right. How's this for moving? This what you...
Hell! Have this!
This what you wanted?
Jesus Christ!
Bounty hunting bastard!
What in tarnation?
Kill that bastard! No...
Ain't as bad as you made out there.
Bad. They worse than worse.
No, it was one for gossip. Jethro Minglethorpe. Gossip, gossip, gossip. But as usual, you're spreading lies.
Lies?
Every fool knows the charges were trumped up.
But the darky killed a white man.
Jimmy Holdaker had a weak heart. He died of a heart attack.
Nonsense.
And Samson Black was set up. Everyone knows Judge Amory took a bribe.
You don't believe that, do you?
Sure.
And you call me a gossip? Anyway. How's your Tom?
He's fine. Just fine. Marlene?
Still with us. Have a fine day.
Good evening, partner.
How about we get back to...
Didn't think I'd see that today.
Mister?
Papers here.
Evening, mister.
Papers right here.
You know Tina's sister, Janie?
You need a ride somewhere, mister?
Plenty more folks want this job if you don't.
Hey, fellers.
Evening. Evening.
What's it to be?
Stop right where you are.
You best finish your business in town and get. Lamont Raiders on business.
You'll have to ask me nicer than that.
Enough of this. Lamont boys never buck. I tell you what.
Just ain't very tough, though.
Oh! Push forward!
You're dead, you son of...